How to make sushi rice. They love the precision. According to Japanese tradition, aspiring sushi chefs must spend years perfecting their sushi rice before they're even allowed to cut fish. But sushi isn't too tricky to make at home if you have a few essential tools and ingredients. These essential tools and ingredients include 2 cups of short grain white rice, preferably the Japanese rice, lots of fresh cold water, preferably running water, a mesh strainer, an ideal sized cooking pot with the lid, an ideal sized saucepan, a large silicone or glass bowl, a wooden spoon, about 120 milliliters or a half cup of brown rice vinegar, 2 teaspoons of salt, 3 tablespoons of sugar, and a 4-inch piece of the kombu seaweed. So, if you have all these things set, then it's time to make some mouth-watering sushi rice. The first step is to wash the rice. Place the rice in a mesh strainer and rinse it with fresh cold water. Pick out any debris you might find in the rice, such as weird little pebbles or odd-looking grains of rice. After you've done that, it's on to step 2. Soak the rice. Pour the rice into a clean, ideal-sized pot and add water to it until it's about 1 inch above the rice. Leave this to soak for 30 minutes. Once that's done, then it's time to rinse the rice again. This is step 3. Transfer the soaked rice back into the mesh strainer and rinse it with fresh cold water until the water runs clear. Now step 4. Boil up the rice. Pour the rinsed and drained rice back in the pot and add cold water. Cover up the pot with the lid, place it over high heat, and bring the rice to a boil. Step 5. Time to simmer. Once it boils for some time, you'll see steam and bubbles escaping from the lid. Turn the heat down at this point and let the rice simmer for 20 minutes. You can set a timer, but don't lift the lid to check on the rice until after 20 minutes. Now, if there's still water in the pot after 20 minutes, cover up the pot again with the lid and let it simmer for a few more minutes until all the water is absorbed. While that's still going on, you can proceed to step 6, which is preparing the vinegar, salt, and sugar mixture. So to do this, you pour the brown rice vinegar into an ideal-sized saucepan, and then you add the salt and sugar. Place the saucepan over medium heat and bring it to a boil while stirring it regularly until the sugar dissolves. Cut up the kombu seaweed and add it to the vinegar mixture just before you turn off the heat to allow it to cool. Now to the final step 7, where you prepare your sushi rice and be ready to serve. Once the rice has absorbed all of the water, transfer it into a large-size non-metal bowl and spread it out with a wooden spoon so it will cool down faster. There are a few important issues to keep in mind while taking the rice out of the pot. Use only a wooden spoon to handle the cooked rice. A metal spoon will damage the rice and can also react with the vinegar we'll add later. Make sure you don't scrape the bottom of the pot because any dry or crusty bits of rice will add a funny flavor and texture to your sushi. Remove the kombu seaweed from the cold vinegar mixture and slowly pour the mixture over a wooden spoon into the cooked rice, gently tossing and turning to mix it all together. Ta-da! You've made it! You've just become a sushi chef and saved yourself years of practice. You can now serve your sushi rice with wasabi, pickled ginger, and your favorite sauce. You could even try it rolled into your favorite sushi roll or into small balls, or just enjoy it on its own.